When your cat walks across your keyboard, sits on your laptop, or starts meowing the second you begin working from home. It can feel like they picked the perfect moment to ruin your focus. But what if that interruption is not random at all? What if your cat is reacting to something most owners never notice? The exact moment you become physically close, but emotionally unavailable? Because that is often what your cat is really responding to. And once you understand that, this behavior stops looking annoying and starts looking a lot more personal. So why does your cat interrupt you every time you work from home? 1. It changes the room around you. Have you ever noticed that your cat can ignore you for a while, then suddenly appear the second you open your laptop? Most people think that means the answer is obvious. The cat wants attention. End of story. But the real shift is often bigger than that. When you start working, the whole emotional feeling of the room changes. Your body goes still in a different way. Your eyes lock somewhere else. Your hands move, but not toward your cat. Your voice may appear, but it is aimed at a screen, a call, a document, not at the shared space around you. To you, that just feels like focus. To your cat, it can feel like a familiar person becoming strangely unavailable while still sitting right there. That is why the interruption can feel so sudden. Your cat is not always reacting to boredom. Sometimes they are reacting to the moment your presence becomes harder to access. And that changes how you should read the behavior. Your cat may not be saying, "Pay attention to me." Your cat may be saying, "You're here, but something about you just changed." 2. Your cat reads pattern shifts fast. Why does your cat notice this so quickly? Because cats track familiar humans much more closely than people think. Studies on domestic cats show that cats can distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's voice. Behavioral researchers have also observed that cats build expectations around familiar movement, timing, and repeated household patterns. In simple terms, your cat does not just know that you are in the room. Your cat knows how you usually are in the room. That is why working from home can be so noticeable to them. Your breathing settles into long, still stretches. Your face stays turned in one direction. Your voice becomes more formal, more repetitive, or suddenly absent. The rhythm of you changes. And for a cat, changed rhythm matters. Cats are incredibly sensitive to pattern breaks inside familiar environments. So when your normal home self turns into your work self, your cat often responds the way cats respond to many confusing changes. They monitor it. They come closer. They watch. They test the desk. They insert themselves into the new pattern to see what it means. Emotionally, that makes the interruption feel more personal. Your cat is not just seeking stimulation. Your cat may be checking whether the familiar version of you is still reachable underneath this strange one. 3. The desk becomes a social barrier. Now the meaning gets deeper. Have you ever noticed how often the interruption centers on the exact object holding your attention? The laptop, the keyboard, the notebook, the phone. That is not random. Most owners think the cat wants the warm laptop or simply likes being in the way. Sometimes that is part of it. But very often, the desk becomes important because it turns into a barrier between you and your cat. Your eyes go there. Your hands go there. Your voice goes there. Your stillness organizes itself around it. In a very real way, that object starts receiving the version of your attention your cat is used to reading as social availability. That is why so many cats place their bodies directly between you and the screen. They are not always choosing chaos. They are often choosing the line where connection seems to have gone missing. And that is where the bond part starts to show. Your cat may be trying to move themselves back into the center of a shared space that suddenly no longer feels shared. Not because they need to control you, but because the social map of the room has shifted around something they cannot interpret. That makes the interruption feel less like sabotage and more like a quiet attempt to restore access. Like and subscribe if your cat interrupts every work call. 4. They rebuild the shared routine. Have you ever noticed that your cat interrupts you at almost the same times each day, right when work starts? before lunch, late afternoon, the last call, the exact hour when your energy usually changes. That predictability tells you something important. Cats build safety through routine. Behaviorists often point out that predictability lowers stress for indoor cats because it helps the home stay readable. And when you work from home long enough, your cat starts building your workday into their own internal map. That means your cat begins expecting certain transitions: a break, a walk to the kitchen, a stretch, a pause, a moment where your attention returns to the room. When that expected shift does not come, many cats step in themselves. Not because they are trying to be difficult, because they are trying to repair the day. That is what most owners miss. The interruption is not always about wanting more. Sometimes it is about restoring something missing. A rhythm, a check-in, a piece of the day your cat has quietly built around you. And for a cat, routine is never just routine. It is one of the ways the world proves it is still safe. 5. You've become their daily anchor. This is the deepest layer. Your cat is not always interrupting your work because they want entertainment, constant petting, or a little drama in the middle of your meeting. Sometimes the real meaning is quieter than that. Your cat may be showing that your presence helps organize their world. That is why the interruption can feel so specific and so emotional at the same time. The laptop matters because it takes your attention somewhere your cat cannot follow. The desk matters because it holds the version of you that feels least socially available. The meeting matters because your voice is there, but the connection is going elsewhere. And in those moments, your cat steps in, not always to demand, sometimes to reconnect, sometimes to check, sometimes to pull a little of your attention back into the shared world you normally create together. That is why this behavior can feel deeper than simple attention-seeking. Your cat may be using the interruption to restore closeness with one of the beings who makes home feel readable, stable, and emotionally anchored. Your presence is not just pleasant to them, it may be structural. And for a cat, that is a very intimate thing. It means you are not only someone they live with, you are part of how their day holds together. So why does your cat interrupt you when you work from home? Because your work changes more than your schedule. It changes your availability, your rhythm, and the emotional shape of the room. And your cat is trying to monitor that, reconnect with it, and restore some kind of access inside it. That's not just bad timing. That's your cat responding to a version of you they can feel, but not fully reach. And once you see that, the interruption starts looking different. Less like disruption, more like a quiet sign that your presence matters, enough to reshape your cat's whole day.